think the board is about President Trump and his envoys, Witkoff, Kushner, and I think and Marco Rubio, who I worked with some people in his office, who I have great respect for. So it almost doesn't matter what the other countries do. It could give some superficial cover, but I think it is all about what President Trump wants to do. And right now, if we're talking about the Middle East, what is he going to do in Iran? All eyes are on there.
So what is it a Mar-a-Lago with a UN logo?
Yes. If I can be honest, we've been very cordial up until this point, but now we're going to get slightly different. I think I have very strong criticisms of Donald Trump. I don't want the UN, and I don't think that the Board of Peace should be just led by the US, especially under this administration. He's destroying so many things that have enabled the United States to be the hyperpower that it is, including his own alliance network. I think, again, it goes back to what I said earlier, which is I think the Board of Peace would be better at focusing on one issue, which is what it was first created to be about, Gaza and the Middle East. Bringing it into everything is a problem, and I think it only undermines its own cause. And to be blunt to you earlier in your sort of partial question about the Western powers being not joining, does that affect its legitimacy? Yes, it does. Not because I think that the Board of Peace doesn't have any application potential. Don't get me wrong. I like that Trump is trying to do things. I think that is refreshing. I just don't necessarily think it's the best way he goes about them. And alienating other countries or insulting the British by saying that we did nothing in NATO in Afghanistan is not a way to go about it. No.
Ambassador Fitton-Brown, are we seeing the first, maybe not first, but advanced steps in the attempt to privatize peace? Do big donors make diplomacy faster, easier, or just dirtier?
It's a really interesting question. I mean, and of course, we can't ignore the fact that the private sector and billionaires do increasingly play a role in foreign policy. But I'd like to come back to Gaza again, because I think that last point was really important, and say, I don't think the Board of Peace is fit for purpose beyond Gaza, but it does have an important role to play in Gaza. And I think where we need to look for the health of the Trump peace plan, and I think the Trump peace plan is really important, it's in the formation of the International Stabilization Force. Right. And that is proving very, very difficult.